I'm excited to introduce to you Dr. Renea Skelton. And please join me to give her a round of applause for this wonderful topic.
Thank you for the warm welcome. This is an amazing opportunity. Here we go. You're working from home or you're working from abroad, but then you come home and you're still working, right? There's a picture right there. Guess what? School's out, right? Texas would just announce that we are done for the rest of the year. Not done. I'm still teaching all 3 of my kids, wondering where my paycheck is. So it's easy to get stressed, right? Then we become so stressed that we somehow lash out on our kids. And then it turns into feeling defeated and we feel ashamed. And one takeaway from this is shame is the gift that others give you, and guilt is the gift you give yourself. You try to control your child. I get it. We all have done this. You try to match their emotions because they're yelling, you're yelling. Who's gonna yell louder because you're the parent, hear me roar. I'm gonna beat my hands on my chest because you are going to listen. You are the child, I am the parent. I hear this all of the time and it's not working. How's that working for you? When your anxiety increases and your stress increases and you're yelling at your child, those power struggles are gonna come out. And then guess what? Not only is mom or dad not happy, the child not happy, everybody in the house is not happy. Curiosity is important because as parents, sometimes we try to stifle their emotions. We try to suppress them and not allowing them the opportunity to release them. I hate to say it, these power struggles, they're not about you. They're not about who's gonna win and who's not gonna win. How do we do this though? How are we gonna do this? You have to meet the child where they're at. You have to validate them. Now, when I say validate, if they are in a temper tantrum or this angry outburst, or they're talking back with their eye rolling, when they're eye rolling, don't go, I'm gonna knock those eyes back in your head. You know, everybody's heard that before. Usually, I grew up in a Southern household, so I heard that all the time. Respect your elders. Yeah, those are important concepts. And those are rules that if you value in your home, that is fine. I'm not saying to change them, but validate them. If they say, for example, you always take up for my sister, you're never on my side. If you ever hear that, don't go, well, no, I'm not. No, I don't. I love you all equally. Don't say all the stuff that we love to just say as parents, because even though it may be true, don't say that to them. They're not hearing it. They will shut down. You need to validate them by saying something to the effect of, oh, I can see how that can be hard for you. And leave it like that. You just validated them. You did not agree. You did not disagree with them. You met them where they're at. You met their emotion. If they are feeling defeated, you meet them where they're at. Parents, we love to mentor. We love to mentor a child because guess what? We know what's best for them. We've been there and done that, right? Now the big difference between coaching and mentoring is about you as a parent. You insert yourself. Coaching, it's never about you. Never. It's all about them. For example, my daughter, believe it or not, she was failing band. Who fails band, right? My kid, because she was not bringing her instrument to school. Now, she came home to me and she said, Mom, I'm failing band. And in my head, I'm going, who fails band? But try not to be judgmental. And sometimes people think I have Tourette's of the face, so I have to hone in my facial expressions. And I said, well, why are you failing band? And she said, well, I'm not bringing my instrument. What? And in my head, I'm thinking, well, I can solve this right now. How about you bring your instrument and play? Maybe you'll pass band. You see, that's what we do as parents. But instead, I fought it. And I said, you know what? This is a coaching moment. It's not life-threatening. Let's coach. And here we go. Well, what do you think you should do to pass band? Then she would say, well, I think I should probably bring my instrument. And you're thinking, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Don't say that. Say, I could see how that could possibly work. You see, you validated. You didn't agree or disagree. You met them where they're at. I could see how that could work. Are there any other things that you could possibly do? And then they'll think. Now, keep this in mind, parents. When you're coaching your child, remember I said it takes about 3 seconds for you to answer your own question? They will look around the room. They will look and look and look, and then they'll look at you, waiting for that answer. Hold yourself. Do not answer. Just keep staring at them and smiling. And then they'll look around again, because you just set the precedence. You're not answering for them. And then they'll revisit you, and then they'll answer. Now, keep in mind, they may have the most ridiculous answer on the planet, and you're thinking, oh, you are going to fail. Don't tell them that. Let them try it out, because they're going to go try it out, and if it fails, they're going to come back to you and go, that didn't work. What else do you think I should do? Flip it back on them. Well, what do you think you should do? Let's try another possibility out. You're letting them take ownership of their own actions, because guess what? They will remember it. It's psychological. It messes with your neurotransmitters, and it puts it in a context for them where they take ownership of it and they will feel proud of themselves. So that's the difference between coaching and mentoring. These are the things we're saying to our children all the time. Calm down. Stop crying. You are okay. Whoa, I'll talk about that one. Don't hit. I'm sure you've heard about this one. Don't take that from your brother. Don't get upset. I'm over this. Now I'm going to tell you, instead of saying calm down to your child, because that's you're forcing them to suppress their emotions. Instead of saying calm down, simply ask, how can I help you? Remember, don't scream it. How can I help you? Don't be screaming at them. Just be like, how can I help you? You may have to say it a couple times, parents. It's okay. Keep saying it. I hear this a lot from parents. Stop your crying. Stop your whining. How about, I can see how this is hard for you. What can I do for you? You see that? They just want to be listened to. This one, you are okay. Get up. You're okay. You're fine. It's no big deal. Instead of saying you are okay, how about this? Are you okay? Wow, that's powerful. Instead of you are okay, are you okay? You're putting the ball back in their court, all right? It's a power struggle right now. Don't hit. Oh my gosh, if I hear this one more time, don't hit. Don't hit your brother. Don't hit the cat. Just say, please be gentle. Because we say don't hit to try to squash it, to mitigate it right then and there, but we're not meeting them. You need to say, hey, please be gentle. And then flip it. If they hit their brother or sister, go, hey, please don't hit. How do you think it would make you feel if they hit you? You have to rationalize with them so they can understand. Don't get upset. That's another one. Flip it and say, it's okay to feel sad. You just gave them permission, and that's powerful. You just gave them permission to feel. And you're basically, when you're doing this, you're almost manipulating the conversation to get down their level to be more calmer, if that makes sense. I'm over this. I've heard parents say this often. You know what? I'm just over this. I'm over all of this. This is very, very bad for a child, because it shows them that you just cut them out. You don't really care about them in that certain situation. Instead of saying, I'm over this, like if you get to your wit's end, and you will, and it's okay. I mean, it's an emotion. Recognize it and say, I'm here for you. Because you will feel defeated at this point. Instead of saying, I'm just over this, I'm done with you. That is so detrimental to a child, because then they don't feel worthy. And this works with toddlers as well, because they see your emotions, they match your emotions, they model our behavior. And so that's when you say, you know what, I'm here for you. And they may not want you at that moment, but let them be them at that moment. If anybody has any questions, I know that's a lot of information.
Wow. That's it is so good. And it has so much, even like I thought that I knew about all of these emotional intelligent child. I learned a lot this day. Thank you so much, Renee.